Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and this is the program that you're listening. Banned from the Bible, 3 books in one. Gotta read Hash your first, then Jubilee, then hash your testimony from the time we left the garden, the first time we in the promised land. Jubilee is the prophecy, everything that was gonna happen unto us from the time we left the garden to this day. Enoch's the prophecy, everything that was going to happen in the world from generation to generation. And this book is translated, copied by Robert East Charles. The next book the Lord God gave to me, the Apocrypha, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, faith, patience, hope, charity, judgment, execution of righteous judgment, testimony, doctrine, the Bible, how it's put together, who did it, when, where, how, and why they put it together. But like I told you, when the Lord God bought me the book. Bought me the book. This how the book appeared in a dream. Wisdom book. He had no covering or nothing on it. That's what it appeared to me in a dream. Next book the Lord God given to me. The demons. You gotta know the demons, who they are, what frustrates them, what business they are, and who is over them, what controls them, what they like to do, what they dislike to do. What hurts them, what angels are over them. They prophecy what they said they was gonna do in the last day, and they're doing that, man. You worshiping demons, man. People, like they say, demons say you should be worshiping us like we are gods, and that's what you're doing. You're worshiping demons like they call. Why? Because you don't know. You don't know their names, who they are, what angels are over them. They say they prophesied all that. Prophesy all that. And like I tell you, man, you don't have to. If you don't want to go buy the books, you don't have to. All you gotta do is it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Go on YouTube and pull up the book and listen to the book. The reason why I'm here. The Testament of the 12 Preachers by Robert H. Charles. See, I'm going to send Elijah to you before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he should turn the hearts of the children back to the father, the hearts back to the children. What? He said, come and strike the earth with a curse. So who are the fathers? Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, Nash, and Joseph, and Benjamin. Those are our fathers. And that prophecy is found in Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. But of course, I will tell you, read Malachi chapter 4, verses 4 through 6. Fathers left us everything. Before they left, they was on the deathbed. They left, told us, brought us around the bed, and they told us everything. What happened to them, the warning of us serving the Belial. We was going to go back in captivity, how long we was going to stay in captivity, what was going to happen to us while we was in captivity, what was going to become of us while we was in captivity, and how we was going to get out of captivity. The prophecies, man, all the prophecies are in there. And so much more it's in that book, man. So that's what it said, man. That's the Lord God tell you, man. Go read that book, man. Then the book that the Lord God, that book Lord God gave it to me. The last one he gave it to me, gonna give me out the books, I suppose. Well, this Adam and Eve, how it all started, when it happened. Yeah, the beginning of it. Satan prophecy, Satan things that he said he was gonna do, and he's doing those. God prophecy, God what God said he was gonna do, and he haven't done those things. And Adam prophecy, what Adam said that was things that was gonna happen to us, and the things that we had to do, and he done those things. So the Lord God kept his prophecy, and got more prophecy that he have given unto us that he have to keep. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord. That's the prophecy that the Lord God gave unto me. He gave that to me. And that's found in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. And then when you read this paper, I hope that y'all have this paper. Read that paper in the Bible, the paper, Deuteronomy chapter 20, Deuteronomy chapter 7. And that's the covenant, man. You get back in the Bible of the covenant, man. Find out what the covenant is. Find out what the covenant is and do it. So, I mean, all I can do is give it to you as the Lord God has given it to me. Deuteronomy chapter 28, Deuteronomy chapter 7. But I suggest, Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. So, what is the Spirit of the Lord God? The Spirit of the Lord God is prophecy. I told you that. And those books made up what? The Holy Bible. The Holy Bible came from somewhere. Now you know where the Holy Bible came from. You're going to have to guess and see what they did to the Holy Bible. Now you know. Now you know. This book here. The Gnostic Gospel of Thomas, Mary, and John. They have things that Jesus done in that book, just not written in the Holy Bible. Acts of John, things that he said and done, it's not written in the Holy Bible. the gospel of Thomas and Mary. That's not in the Holy Bible. But some things they say they are in the Holy Bible, just written in different format and different form. But the basic of it, Jesus said and done, man, they hid those things from me for a reason, a purpose. And the Lord God tell you in the book that the Jews have taken the key, the Pharisees and the scribes have taken the keys of knowledge and have hidden them. That's what he said. I'm just gonna give it to you like the Lord God given. So that's what all I'm doing is giving you the prophecies. You know what the prophecies are about, and that's the Lord God's word. All right, God says it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So I made a video before this. I haven't released it yet. I haven't put it out there, but it's the same old stuff. It's nothing have changed. Nothing have changed. Of course, you know I have 2 dreams for you. So these are old dreams. These are old dreams. Old dreams. All right, let me see. Yeah. So I was walking with this man. Looked like an old friend. We went to this building. I went up to get. Yeah, I went up to get him. Brought him down. I brought him down. He shot this man. Yeah, his neighbor and another man said, let's go up and get him. They went up. The man came from the rear and I said, there he goes. And he saw me and I wanted to fire, but a policeman came in front of me and came in front of me. He shot the policeman and I said, I know he got me now. Before it came out of my mouth, another policeman came and shot him. So that's something that's gonna have to go on too. I'll read it to you again. I was walking with this man, looked like a old childhood friend of mine. We went to this building. His neighbor went up to get him and brought him down, and he shot this man. So his neighbor and another man said, let's go up and get him. And they went up to get him. And the man came from the rear, and I said, there he goes. And he saw me, he wanted to fire. But a policeman came in front of me and he shot the policeman. And I said, I know he got me now. But before he could come out of my mouth, another policeman came and shot him. So that's gonna happen. So here's another dream. Football field flag. I was with the coach. He had these 2 men that I thought couldn't get this job done. They lined up and they played, and the play was called. The 2 men moved so fast and broke through the line and put the quarterback down so fast. They done it within 5 seconds when the play begun. So that's I tell you, these dreams already came to pass. Some of them are going to come to pass. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The young boy started the gas truck and drove across the street, jumped out and ran to me along with his friend. I said, no, man. I said, oh no. And he tried to jump in the truck to stop it, but too late. It went back across the street, but it didn't hurt. It didn't hit anyone. He restarted it and drove across the street. I had two men, black, robbed us with guns. One of the leaders shot one of the men. We scattered and started shooting and chasing them, but we shot one of the other. We shot one of the other men. Ran around the building through one end, firing his weapon. We chased him. We saw him, and when we got in the driver's side of the truck, but they had a doll, a life-size person that looked like Elvis Presley. I came up on the passenger side and pulled him out, grabbed him, and said, I wonder if the policeman. I wonder if there have any policemen around. I had him in my hand, and one of the young boys that were with me, I looked across the highway and saw this state trooper, and a policeman with him, tan, big, green pants. So I said, we have this robber, or this piece of scum. I said, good, you got him. He's not going anywhere, something like that. I said, he is a killer, and he just killed someone. He said, look at the power in it. And he replied, surprise me. So those dreams I told you is before. Being chased by two men, watching and waiting on my every. They was watching, waiting on my every move. So those are old dreams, man. I told you old dreams, but I told you that to tell you this, man. That's all this is, chaos, man. It's stuff is then hit. Well, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 29. This is something I have read to you before. Now these are the words of the letter that Jeremiah the prophet sent from Jerusalem, and the residue of the elders, which was carried away captive, to the priests and to the prophet, to all the people whom Nebuchadnezzar had carried away captive from Jerusalem to Babylon. After Jeconiah the king, the queen, and eunuchs, and the princes of Judah, Jerusalem, and the carpenters, the smiths were departed from Jerusalem. And the land, let's see, at least, let's see, Elisha, the son of Zephaniah, Jeremiah, we say G-E, and the son of Hilkiah, the son of Zedekiah, king of Jerusalem, or the king of Judah, sent unto Babylon, Jeremiah chapter 29. The king of Judah sent to Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, saying, I'm not starting because of mispronounced words. Build ye houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat the fruit of them. Take you wives and beget sons and daughters, and take wives for your sons, and give your daughters to husbands, that they may bear sons and daughters, that ye may increase there and not diminish. So, but we know we have diminished. And seek priests of the city whether I have caused you to be carried away captives, and pray unto the Lord for it, for peace thereof shall ye have peace. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, let not your prophets and your diviners that be in the midst of you deceive you, neither hearken to your dreams that you cause to dream. Now, see, he warned us. See, that's why I tell you, man, when the Lord God warns you, I have read that to you in the book of Adam and Eve, where God said, if I wouldn't have warned you, it would be something different, but I have warned you, and that's what the Lord God said. He warned us. He said, let not your prophets and your diviners and them that be in the midst of you deceive you, neither hearken to your dreams, what you cause to be dream. And man, that's what you're doing. And man, these people have taken great advantage of you. All right, well, let's go to verse 9. For they prophesy falsely unto you in my name. I have not sent them, say the Lord. For thus say the Lord, that after 70 years be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you and perform my good word towards you and cause you to return to this place. And so let's stop right there. So you can go tell Dr. Cox. I'm on Dr. Cox because I listen to him, man. Because when I listen to these preachers and pastors and I listen to the word of God, it's two different words, man. These people lying. These people lying. These people don't know. They don't know. And the 70 years are over with. Yeah, the 70 years are over. All you have is within 3 years. I keep telling you that. Keep telling you that. Keep telling you that. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, said the Lord, the thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. And so when he says expected end, you got to understand what the Lord God said, expected end. Just like he came and got us from out of the land of bondage the first time, that's how he come and get out of this bondage the second time. That's why I tell you, man, when you go read this book, the Testament of 12-page law, and read what the Lord God said that he's going to do. The Lord God is not short of his word. All right. There you shall call upon me, and you shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. So I have read that to you. I read that to you when you go to page 59, page 75. When you seek me and find me, when you shall search for me with all your heart. That's not what 9 commandments. That was all the commandments, man. Come on, man. You can do it, man. And when you seek me and find me, you should search for me with all your heart. And I will be found of you, say the Lord. And I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations, from all the places whither I have driven you, say the Lord. And I will bring you again into this place which I caused you to be carried away captive. And man, I keep telling you the same thing over and over. And Lord God is coming back for you. Repent with your whole heart. Keep all his commandments, enter back and binds the forever covenant. Be baptized in Jesus' name. But get out them church houses, synagogues, and sanctuary. Get out of them, man. Lord God telling you that these places are evil and wicked, and he keep telling you that, and you keep on listening to that seducing spirit of Satan. Okay, okay, and when I be found, you said, Lord, I would turn away your captivity, gather you from all the nations, from all the places where I have driven you, said the Lord, and I will bring you again to this place which I have caused you to be carried away captive, because you have said the Lord have raised up prophets in Babylon. Know that this, said the Lord, the King that sitteth upon the throne of David. I'll repeat that. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 6. Know that thus saith the Lord of the King that sitteth upon the throne of David, and all the people that dwell in this city, and all the brethren that are not gone forth with you into captivity. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, I will send upon them the sword, the famine, the pestilence, and I'll make them like vile figs that could not be eaten, for they are so evil. So I have, in the video before this one, I have told you that. But told you, man, that people that's still over there in Israel, in Jerusalem, I have to say Jerusalem, on that piece of dirt, what the Lord God telling you how nasty and evil and wicked these people are. Come on, man, they vile and evil, but you won't believe that. All you listen to those people on those programs, and they start that evil and wicked program. Okay, and well, you're gonna see, and I will persecute them with the sword, with the famine, with the pestilence, and will deliver them to be removed to all the nations of earth, and to be caused to be a curse and an astonishment and a hiss and a reproach among all the nations where I have driven them, because they have not hearkened to my words, said Lord, which I sent unto them by the servants, the prophets, rising up early, sending them. But ye would not hear, said the Lord. Hear ye therefore the word of the Lord, all ye of the captivity whom I have sent from Jerusalem unto Babylon. So, we talk about us. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, Ahab the son of Koliah, and Zedekiah the son of Messiah, Messiah, which prophesied a lie unto you in my name. Behold, I will deliver them into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, and he shall slay them before your eyes. You're going to see. And all of them should be taken up accursed by all the captivity of Judah, which are in Babylon, saying, the Lord make thee like Zedekiah and like Ahab, whom the king of Babylon roast in the fire, because they have committed villainy in Israel. Well, and they have committed adultery with their neighbor's wife. I got to repeat that because it's two different things. So when you read it, then you know it's two different things. Because they have committed villainy in Israel, and have committed adultery with their neighbor's wife, and have spoken lying words in my name, which I have not commanded them. Even I know, and I am a witness, say the Lord. Thus thou also speak to Shemaiah the Nehelamite, saying, thus speak the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, saying, because thou hast sent letters in my name to all the people that are at Jerusalem, Zephaniah the son of Messiah, the priest, and to all the priests saying, wait a minute, what is God saying? All the priests saying, let me see, because I didn't got it. The Lord had made the priests instead of Jehoniah, Jehoiada, the king, the priest. Forgive me, man, because let's start it there. No, it's not. It's still here. It's not going nowhere. Because thou hast committed villainy in Israel, and have committed adultery with thy neighbor's wives, and have spoken lying words in my name, which I have not commanded them. Even I know I am a witness, saith the Lord. Thus thou also speak to Shemaiah Nehelamite, saying, thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, saying, because thou hast sent letters in thy name unto all the people that are at Jerusalem, Zephaniah the son Maaseiah, the priest, and to all the priests, saying, the Lord had made thee priest instead of Jehoniah, the priest, that he should be officers in the house of the Lord. For every man that is mad and making himself a prophet, that thou shouldst put him in prison and in the stock. It's not over with yet. Almost over with there. The Lord had made thee priest instead of Jehoniah, the priest, that you should be officer in the house of the Lord. For every man that is mad and making himself a prophet, and thou shouldst put him in prison and in the stocks. Now therefore, why thou hast not reproved Jeremiah of Anathoth, which maketh himself a prophet to you? For therefore he sent unto us in Babylon, saying, the captivity is long, build you houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat the fruit of them. And Zephaniah the priest read this letter in the ears of Jeremiah the prophet. Then came the word of the Lord unto Jeremiah, saying, send to all them of the captivity, saying, thus saith the Lord concerning Jeremiah the Helamite, because Jeremiah had prophesied you, and I sent him not, and caused you to trust in a lie. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will punish Jeremiah the Nehelamite and his seed, and he shall not have a man dwell among his people. Neither shall he behold that good that I will do for my people, saith the Lord, because he had taught rebellions against the Lord. This is a little short thing. This is a little short thing. And the word, chapter 30. And the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, thus speak the Lord God of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken to thee in a book. And lo, the day is come, saith the Lord, I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord. And I'll cause them to return to land which I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel, concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, you have heard of voices trembling and of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether do a man travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, and a woman in travail, and all the faces turned unto paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the times of Jacob trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass in the day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve the Lord their God, and David their king, whom I will rise up unto them. Therefore fear not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, shall be in rest and be in quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all the nations whether I have scattered thee, yet I will not make a full end of thee. But I will correct thee in measure, and I will not leave thee altogether unpunished. For thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up, that thou hast no healing medicine. And all thy lovers have forgotten thee, they seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with a wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased. Why criest thou for thine affliction, the sorrow of thy incurable, for the multitude of thy iniquity? Because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all their adversary, every one of them, shall go into captivity. That spur thee shall be spurred, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord. Because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, who no man seeketh after. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and the mercy on his dwelling place, and the city shall be built upon its own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving and the voice of them that make merry. And I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small. Their children also shall be aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me, and I will punish all that oppress them. And their nobles shall be of themselves, and their governors shall proceed from the midst of them. And I will cause him to be drawn near, and he shall reproach unto me. For whom is this that engage his heart to approach unto me, said the Lord? And ye shall be my people, and I will be your God. Behold, the whirlwind of the Lord goeth forth with fury, a continual whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked, and the fierce anger of the Lord shall not return till he have done it until he have performed the intent of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it. So, man, all I can do is give it to you like the Lord God giving it to me. I keep telling it over and over again. You got to get out of this church house, synagogues, and sanctuary. You got to get out of these places. These places are no good, man. They're gonna start killing you. All right, well, I mean, you know what I mean? All I can do is give it to you like the Lord God giving it to me. Gotta get back in the mindset for Holy Covenant, man. Got to do it. Got to do it. Because if you don't do it, that tribulation gonna come up on you, and it's gonna go. It's gonna be real bad for you. Because the Lord God telling you, see, and I told you, and I read it to you over and over again, especially in this book. Go listen to the book, the Testament of 12 per child. And the day that Israel become a nation, a sovereignty, a race of people again, the Lord God taking us. He taking us, bringing them back where? To the wilderness, to his holy mountain. And, like he says, rewards are within him. And that's rewards according to your deeds, according to your works. That's how it is. And so the Lord God's coming to you. And so, but you in these church house tabernacles and thinking that things will go well with you and you're doing that, but you're not. You're serving Baal. You're serving the God of Mammon. All right? You're serving all these other different gods. And you just keep on keeping on. And the Lord God tell you over and over, I'm sending my prophets rising up early to warn you and tell you. So when you go in the book of Revelation, I'm saying I'm finished with this. So when you go in the book of Revelation, and when you go in the book of Revelation, and Lord God says, "He that overcometh," what that mean? Why you overcome something? You get rid of it. You get away from it. You get out of it, and you still want to be in there, still thinking things gonna go well with you, and things aren't going well, and you pretending like they are truly going well with you. You're pretending like you're saved. You're not saved. You're still a captive. All right. Well, that's on you. This is not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. And I'm Elijah. Until next time.